Here in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Tennessee Titans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Quiddy Pay brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
First down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On first down, Johnson might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back back at about the 37-yard line.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Steps away. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Play action. It's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On first down, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson rolling to his left. And that is incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Come up now 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Jetsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Johnson. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 111 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. Now a handoff. Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Here's Wilson. This will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Elijah Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example. Another incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tannehill now to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. To throw, Tannehill. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right.
That's taken in by Ferkser.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And remember, the Titans lost Gotw Smith, their #1 tight end the last few years, when he signed with New England in free agency. So that might open up a few more looks for Ferkser, and he makes a smooth catch there.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Paris Campbell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans have taken the lead. extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 10.
Off play action, Tannehill. He's got his tight end over the middle. That's Ferkser. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play that time for the Titans. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry. Excellent job on that play. A big, big loss. 18 yards. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A great 22 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. On 1st down, it's Tannehill.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Tannehill looking deep for Julio. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Titans. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The New York offense taking. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point.
something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Johnson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
148 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. They'll keep it on the ground. Gotw.
And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Credit the tackle for loss to Harold Landry. Now a give right side. Gotw. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Who got 17? Who got 17? Switch. Lock.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
He'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The extra point up and good. And it'll be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Focus, defense, focus. Deep. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. You must be true. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. In your face. Play. 26 Mike. Hey. Watch the slide. Go.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Tannehill throwing again. He's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Johnson.
164 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go to Johnson again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On 2nd down now, Gotw, and able to work his way down to the 16. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Gotw, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His first here. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Tannehill on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
Here we go. 20. Stay. 26 mark. Jet. Every jet. Any jet. 26 mark. Here we go. Hey.
Again, Tannehill. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. and long. It's Tannehill out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down.
26 mark, 26 mark. 26 mark, 26 mark. I'm coming.
Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the Jets are right back in this football game. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 3rd down, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Throwing now is Wilson. Flushed out right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans have just about sewn up this football game. Throwing now, Tannehill. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Tannehill now to throw. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is